Welcome, everybody, to the Master Heart family. And this is where we get together, share our miracles, similar minded people, just looking for the wanted in our lives and experiencing the joy and the love and the peace and enlightenment that this world gives to us. And so it's so wonderful to be with us, similar minded people. And we typically first off share the good news, and there's all kinds of good news. There's miracles happening all the time. We all got up this morning, okay, and it's like, wow, that's just great. And we just get used to, we don't realize just on how fortunate we have it. Just think of our ancestors, and they didn't have running water, they didn't have cell phones, a whole library in their hand, like, I mean, we just really have it just so made. And many people out there, because of their committee, 80% of their thoughts thinking about what they don't want, they're in their pity party, but we aren't. We're in our happy party, and we're going to celebrate. And then later on, we'll talk with Archangel Gabriel, and the angel, the white light angel of communication, and for each one of us to become angels of communication. And when we do that, everybody likes you more, that you're happier, that you really understand what people are communicating to you, and then you have just a perfect understanding and answers and solutions back to beings. So not just human beings, but all beings. And remember, who does the work is the Father. And so what's really happening here is we with our thoughts, ask for things we want from the contrast of the things that we don't like in this life, that helps us to birth a better life for us, a brighter future for us. And then we do the asking. And all we have to do is ask. We don't have to figure it out. We'll be given the thoughts. We'll attract the people and the circumstances and the places and everything that we want to have our dreams come true. And this is what we also do. The Master Heart family is our dreams come true. And but I wanted to start first with and Carolyn had asked before we started to make sure that we talk about the Master Heart family, us meeting live. And so we're going to be live together on Saturday, February 17th. And it all starts out with Deborah, Crystal, and I, and Deborah and I, we wrote the book. Where is that? I got it. Here we go. We got 21 books in there. So, but the Crystal Princess, and just an amazing story about Deborah Crystal, and how she was in the Valley of Death, and how she was able to walk out of the Valley of Death and walk on the stairway to heaven and overcome things. And she grew superpowers, and we all have these superpowers to have. And so we're going to do a health fair on Saturday the 17th in Tampa, Florida. All the specifics you can just ask me for, ask Michelle Tanner, Shell, if you have her contact information. And I send out some information about that as well. And so at 10 o'clock, just from 10 to 11, we're going to have a health fair. And you're going to learn the 3 steps to better health, the 7 steps on how to be a super ager. And then also, we're going to give you a free book, and we're going to be able to do a health analysis on you. And so it'll be a fun time from 10 to 11. Then at noon, we go to Honeymoon Island. And just the name alone catches your like, hey, we want to go there. And so we go to Honeymoon Island, and there's restaurants there, there's the beach there, and so we'll get some sun, we'll just enjoy ourselves, have a little lunch whenever. And then that evening, and probably, I don't know, around 5 o'clock or so, we'll reconvene to have dinner. And so we have some special surprises that at dinner, and it'll just be an overwhelming fun time. And just to give you an idea, that we know Deborah will be there, we know Joey will be there singing. Joey promised at dinner to sing. Count me in. That's going to be there. That it is going to be just spectacular, and you're going to really, really enjoy what we're doing there. Shell will be there. Mike will be there, and so anyway, so we're going to have a fun time, and just really to be there in person together, it just adds more magic. And we're these physical human beings, and I always tell my angels that that poor them, they can't enjoy sex, and they really can, because they're in all of ourselves. But it's like, hey, there's nothing like this physical body, okay? And so it's a time for all of us to rejoice and have fun, enjoy ourselves. And so that's on the 17th of February during that day. And Carolyn, did that answer all your questions as far as what you were looking for? Oh, I think she just. Yeah, there you are. Oh, there you were.
Yeah, the only other thing, did you say that you had hotels somewhere set up?
Yeah, so and again, Shell has that information, but I'm staying at a hotel right on the beach, and so we have that information, and then there's also a couple other hotels nearby. And Shell, do you have anything on that right now? Do you happen to have that information?
You're saying at I think it's called Beso del Sol. And
Okay.
then in the email, there was a few other links to other local hotels.
Okay.
Yeah, and that email is going out again on Wednesday. If you're not on Dr. Hank's list, drop your email and we'll make sure that you're on the list.
Okay, that sounds great. Thanks, Shell. And I think what I'll do is, because I have the Master Heart family kind of on a separate list, because you guys are so special, and so I'll, when Shell sends that out, I'll copy that and send it out to everybody, so you'll be able to get everything on there. Joey's trying to get on my regular list. Joey, you're just too damn special, man. You're on the Master Heart family list. And need gas money. Yeah, Joey's still looking for money in a way. Joey's going to actually, we could pay for his gas money because he's taking his motorcycle down, right, Joey? Yeah, so I don't know.
You are correct. And there's no singing. There will be no singing throughout the day.
Yeah, and then he's also threatened Deborah Crystal that he's gonna grab her for 6 weeks and put her on the motorcycle. That's called a ride of your life, huh?
Yes, it would be.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So it'll be a fun time, and if you can make it, great. Don't let your committee get away with, oh, I don't have enough time or enough money. We all have plenty of time, we all have plenty of money. You got to stop saying that to yourself and invite it in, and you'll see the magic happen. And we had, I think it was last week, someone said, maybe it was Carolyn, but that we should say, yeah, I had a technology problem. And again, I don't know who said that, but I had a technology problem, and I called in Steve Jobs. And so, people said, but hold on, Steve Jobs is dead. Nobody is dead. Okay, we have everlasting life. And if you think they're gone, then you're right. You make the choice, you make the decision. But if you want to be with your grandparents, like Deborah is with her grandpa now, and I did yoga this morning with my mom, like, they're all here, and just invite them in, and they can help you do technology, love you, the love of the unconditional grandparents or whoever, whatever, that they're all here for us. So with that, so who has other comments, questions about that? Yeah, it's going to be fun. And so who wants to share some good news? What's going on? You know, you inspire so many people that you don't understand the impact that we have worldwide on this. And I get messages, I got a message from Australia, England, that, you know, people are just saying, oh my gosh. I had a message from one lady that she shared with me, that she said, well, you know, I watch the Master Heart Family every week, but I can't go on their, I can't share anything. And I said, why not? And she said, oh, the Master Heart Family people, they're all so successful and everything. And believe me, we all have contrast. But what we've done is we've changed our thinking. We've called on our resources of the non-physical to come, the unseen, but though that power, that energy that, you know, some people call God, the universe, whatever you want to call our angels, that they're all there doing that, and that's why the miracles come. So just say to yourself, hey, today I want to talk on the Master Heart Family, uplift everyone on the miracles that happen, and all of a sudden you'll see that the miracles are already here. It's just we got to be looking for them. So who wants to share some good news? What's going on?
I have some good news, Dr. Hank.
Hey, Cash.
All right. So this past weekend, last week actually, my grandma went to the hospital. She wasn't feeling right. Turns out, results came back. She had a mini heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah. So they sent her out for some tests, and they were going to put a stent in. It was supposed to be a 45-minute surgery. Well, it took close to 3 hours. The doctors had some complications. They found 2 arteries were 99% clogged. Yeah, they were able to put a stent in one. He worked 2 hours on just one spot. Turns out they actually had to revive her 3 times during the surgery.
Wow.
3 times. So after the fact, she was hooked up to these heart pumps for recovery and such. It was supposed to be a couple days on those. Well, within 24 hours, she was off of those pumps. When I spoke with her, the first thing she said, when she was able to talk, my grandpa had passed away. She had seen my grandpa,
Yeah.
and right next to him was Jesus, standing right next to him. And she didn't. She got revived 3 times.
Oh
So
my
Jesus
God.
was right next to him. My grandpa had a guitar. He played the guitar and said, "Everything's going to be all right. It's not your time to go yet."
Wow.
And then she ended up coming back. So she was gone 3 different times, revived, and saw Jesus. So
Oh my God. How inspiring that is. It just gives me God bumps all over hearing that, Cash. And I just love that. And yeah, that it reminds me of like, yeah, it gives me chills. Jenny says, yeah, that, you know, it's just, it's so incredible. And the good news is we don't have to, you know, almost die, if you will, in order to, with like Deborah Crystal in her book, you know, that she almost died and the angels came to save her. And we don't need to do that. We can just call them in and we can have them here, and Christ can be here. I walked with Christ this morning, called them in, and that, you know, and Buddha and Steve Jobs, you know, all of them, they're all here for us to guide us and support us and love us. So how inspiring, Cash. And yeah, and remember also that our soul makes a decision when we come and when we go. So there's nothing to be sad about when people go. It's their soul's choice on when they go. And just like your grandfather told, you know, his wife that, hey, it's not your time yet. You know, your soul isn't dead, so you're just fine. And you'll be just fine when we transition back into the non-physical. We have everlasting life. We just go to the next better thing. You know, it's like, oh my gosh. So when people transition back into the non-physical, what most people say, death is a misunderstanding. It's a time to celebrate. This is what their soul wanted. They lived an amazing life. Every one of us, when we transition, literally the moment that we transition, we'll have a flashback of our life and we'll see how perfect it is. It all expanded everything. it expanded, it put the eternity into us, that into everything and everyone. And it's like, oh, this is so magical. And we're the big leaders. We're the explorers. We signed up for this, to live in this world, have this contrast that then bursts as expansion, and for more thoughts, more feelings that we've never had before. Like what you just did, Cash, you just inspired us. You gave us more feelings, and that expands everything. So hallelujah. And then, you know, I'd ask Cash if you could connect with your grandfather. You know, that he, you know now for sure, hey, he's live and well. Your grandmother just told me that. And so you can connect with him too. He would like nothing more than for you to call upon him, because he's pure source energy now and can help guide you and support you to all the things that you want to include your happiness and more love and more joy. Beautiful. Wow. Great. Oh, and Cash's smile was magical. Yeah, look at that. Thank you, Nancy. Appreciate that. So other good news going on? What's happening? Joey, you're going to have to speak up, because you, for your penalty for not being here for a couple of weeks, you've been stuck out in the snow or whatever. So tell us the good news, baby.
Yeah. That was awesome hearing that, Cash. Like, I love hearing stories like that. And you know, all it takes is a desire for me to believe it's possible, and it shows up and happens and stuff. So that's really cool. Yeah, I spent the last 2 weeks in snowstorms and traveling, and it was busy. It's funny experiencing going, like, being in the flow and then going out of the flow and understanding that and coming back in the flow. It's almost become easier, I guess, to shift when things happen and pull outside. You know, I can kind of get back into that place. Okay, like, it's really working well now, where it's like, okay, this sure as hell is what I don't want. So what do I want? And kind of point over that side. And there were multiple days. I started out with they got stuck in a snowstorm for 3 days in Nashville, and the whole city was closed down and stuff. And that I started out with a cold, and I just kept saying, I just want to be healthy. I just want to be happy. I just want to be joyous. I want to be free, you know. And it's funny, the person I was traveling with, who runs that particular company I'm doing consulting with right now, she always says stuff to me about, like, how much I joke around and stuff, you know. And she always say, why do you got to joke around? So one night, while in the snowstorm, her and I are at dinner, and the waitress came over, and I was just playing around like I always do, you know, and I made her laugh, and she walked away, and this lady goes, there you go again, you know. And I just came out, I go, you know why I joke around like I do? She goes, no. I said, because I was so miserable for so long that I didn't even want to live. Yeah. And she said, I'm so sorry. And I said, don't be. It led to where I am today. Yeah. But I don't ever want to go back there. So I'm joyous. I'm happy. I get to live and find humor. And if I can make somebody laugh or make myself laugh, then I'm good with that. So I don't expect that to ever change for me again. I hope to God it doesn't ever change again, you know. And it allowed me to really own that side of me, where a lot of times, you know, I mean, I've been called a smart aleck, and I've been called, you know, I used to be the class clown all through school days and everything and stuff, you know, and today I'm okay. Today I'm good with who I am today, and I'm glad that I have that side of me, that I can take things that a lot of people would get anxious about or upset about, and I could just laugh it off, and I could just play. You know, one of the things I tell people is, I go, it's like there's a constant like TV show going on up in my head, you know, of all these scenarios that could play out, and I just see them and I get to laugh about it, you know. It's like my own inner TV episodes playing out and stuff, you know. And it's just, it was really good, like, to go through that couple weeks and just get to be, you know, I was pulled away from my normal connections and things like that and stuff when I'm in town here and stuff. But it was just good to kind of be at that frame of going, man, thank you for everything I've gone through and what you've brought me through and everything that's happened in my life, that to get to this point of it, it's pretty damn good. And it made some of those things that I really thought were going to take me under seem minimal compared to the results of how I get to live today. So
That's beautiful, Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can put a little definition around that, that when Joey was in the snowstorms, sick and doing this traveling and whatever, that he got away from being connected. And one of the easiest ways that he and I talked about is just get back into that joy shop. And so if you're not doing the Joy Shop, if you don't know what it is, you need to contact me because it is a divine way to really start walking with God again and to get back on your lighted path. We're each so unique and we're so valued. We're so critical and important to all of humanity, all that is. And when we're on our lighted path and we have our own lighted path, nobody knows what our lighted path is but us. And the way you know is when you feel good. And when you're on that lighted path, that then the heavens part and things come to you easily, quickly, and in amazing, phenomenal ways. Big, happy surprises come to us when we're on our lighted path. And so again, one of those things is the joy shop, that for you every morning to do that. And I can't tell you how many hundreds, thousands, whatever people have told me, oh yeah, when I'm not on it, I feel the difference because I didn't get that connection with my inner being, with my higher power, with God, with my angels, with my archangels. And I've been looking, and I realize I go in my joy shop in the morning now, and I recommend at least 15, 20 minutes, and that's fine. But I've been in there for like an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half, and not really even realizing it. And when I get out of there, I mean, I just can't wait to get going, to show up for life because it's just so phenomenal. We get to call it the way we want it. And so today I invited my archangels in. Today I invited Christ in. Today I invited, I sent to each one of you, love and well-being and joy. And see, whatever I send out, it comes back to me too. It's like, wow. And that's why you want to love your enemies. Don't send anything that you don't like, don't want, anything that makes you feel bad out to anybody. It's like a rebounder. It comes back and it smacks you. And it's like, yeah, I want to be smacked with love and joy and peace and enlightenment and well-being and health, wealth, and success. All those things I said to you today. And so it's this connection with each one of you. And, we've been told by the divine that like this Master Heart family, this uplifts us, this takes us and puts us on our path. And so Joey, wasn't doing the joy shop every day, wasn't attending because of things got in the way, like happens, whatever, wasn't attending the Master Heart family. And then he realized, oh my God, life could be just really bad if we're not deliberate. And that's how most people live. Not deliberately. And so for us, we get to live deliberately and we get to call it the way we want it. And we do the asking, the Father does the work, and then all we have to do is do the receiving, allow it. So that's beautiful, Joy. And Joy will be there singing and telling his jokes and everything on the 17th of February. And we can all have a motorcycle ride if we want. Yeah. So other
We'll have
things
to
going
define we all.
Only the girls, huh? Hey, Shell, what's going on?
I I just want to you said something that sparked a light bulb moment. You said like being deliberate with doing the joy shop and getting to the Master Heart family, and Mondays are my favorite time. Ever since I found you and the Master Heart family, I told my boss, I said I have a standing 1 o'clock appointment every Monday. He doesn't need to know what it's for, like
Right.
I cannot miss this because it just lifts me up and it gets me through the week. I love it.
Yeah, that's beautiful, Shell, and amazing things have just been happening with Shell too, and like, her dreams are coming true, and if I can tell that a little personal stuff, but her ex was telling her some stuff on, oh, she can't do this and she shouldn't be doing this and doing that, and she realized, oh, I'm free of all this. I don't have to listen to somebody else's committee about what I can do and can't do. I get to call it. I don't care what's going on in my life. I don't care what other people are saying. And so now Shell's calling it. And living at a place and making plans on where she's going to be living, and she's living her dream. She has money coming, easy money coming out, easy money, easy life, easy money, easy life, easy money, easy life, easy money, easy life. She's got that coming. I do that every day, by the way, and in the Joy Shop, and that just raises my vibration. And then more easy money, easy life comes. I got a message this morning from a credit card company saying, "Oh, we owe you $150. Cool." On Friday, I had AT&T said, "Hey, we owe you $57. Cool. I just love this. This free money. Played the lottery, scratched it, and won $200. It's just like, this is just such an abundant, fun, place to be. But if you buy a lottery ticket, by the way, and say, oh, well, the odds of me not getting it, you just called it. You won't get it. But play it, get in the game, and not necessarily that we're advocates of the lottery, but the fact is we are advocates of life. And let's get into life. Yeah, Stephen.
I won $30 on the lottery just the other day.
There you go, Stephen. There you go. Just have fun.
Sorry I'm late. Take care, Mom.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, and so
And
Shell,
a free draw.
amazing. Yeah.
And one free draw.
What's that, Stephen?
I won the $30 and one free draw.
All right.
One free ticket.
All right. There you go, man.
How's that crazy?
Yeah. And see, and Cash talked about his grandmother having a heart attack. Stephen had a heart attack. And that whole word, that whole heart attack goes away when we just think at ease. Stuff doesn't happen to us. It happens for us, right? Yeah. Yeah. All of life happens for us. But it depends on what you're looking for. I want to see what I want. And I would write that down. I want to see what I want. Then you will. Yeah. It's a magical divine statement. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Other good news happening?
I can give just a little quick update on my personal life if you want.
Sure, would love that.
It's been 5 weeks now since I met my new man, and
wow.
yeah, we're having a great time. So it's been really fun because he's kind of really understands the whole manifestation thing too, and it's been super fun because all of a sudden things are like, we haven't had to find a parking space anywhere. And if you know what Naples is like right now, you can't find parking anywhere. I mean, you can't drive anywhere. And yet we drive up and it's like, well, I feel like there's going to be a spot, and every single time within the, first 3 or 4 spaces, we're getting one. And so it's just been thrilling to go through and actually see it starting to happen. And and just everything seems brighter and wonderful.
That's just beautiful, Carolyn. And yeah, similar-minded people. You're now with a similar-minded person. That's your soulmate, best friend, best lover. It's just like, man, this is cool. Now we go out and we get to manifest stuff, like a parking lot. See, a parking spot's a big deal. Why is it a big deal? Because see, we can adjust the physical any way we want to. That, it doesn't matter what's happening in your life right now. It matters what you're thinking right now. And so if you prepave that I love getting, the best parking spots, you will.
Mm-hmm.
But most people are saying, oh, there probably won't be any parking spot. And then they say, see, I'm right. And they argue, they fight for their lack of limitation. See, I told you there wouldn't be. Well, of course you did. Because whatever you tell yourself, you're going to get, whether you want it or not, depending on what you're thinking. And so I'm only going to think about what I want, what I like, what I love, And Carolyn, way to attract, your soulmate, similar minded, and he's just, so much fun. And congratulations. And how's your
Thank
business? Yeah, and how's your business going?
Business is going well too. A lot of good things happening, but still waiting for the money to start coming in.
Yeah, yeah. So the money's already here. And so this idea about, remember, here is how life plays. For anything, for us to have any of our dreams, the first step, proven by science, by the way, on most of the steps, that they don't include God, that we do, but in step one, it's our thought. We have to do the asking. That means we're the ones that think. So our thought, I love that. So here's a magical sentence: I easily accept new prosperity thoughts, and I am prepared to increase my income now. Now, if you start saying that, you will start getting these new prosperity. So I easily accept new prosperity thoughts, and I am prepared to increase my income now. And so step one is my thought. If I'm thinking that, the second step is that goes into my emotions, my energy. We're energetic beings. And that energy then is our signal that goes to the divine, that goes to God in step three. And God instantly receives our message and he instantly answers our message. And where it is in energy form. And we just need to do step four, and that is to allow it, to believe it, to expect it. I call it ABE, allow, believe, and expect. So if I'm saying to myself, but I'm still waiting for the money, God says, no problem. We'll have you wait for the money.
Every
And
time.
you're not going to be seeing
Every
that
time.
money, girl.
Every time.
Excellent.
Yeah. So it's like, I love the money's here, and I'm going to allow it in. I'm going to believe in God. I'm going to believe that when I ask for something, like I want to increase my business, I want to have more easy money, easy life, come to me now, and then leave it alone. Don't let that committee come in and says, let's look at your checking account balance. You can't be looking at what you don't want and expect to get what you want. And so we've all been told, hey, let's get realistic, face the facts and everything. The facts are, I just told you the facts. Facts are whatever you're thinking you're going to get. That's the fact, not what your bank account is or how it's been in the past. Typically, the past is not your friend. And so it's like, wow, this is so great. I'm getting to understand this. I'm awakening. I'm becoming enlightened to realize that I just need to think about what I want. And my train just takes off then. My train slows up when I start thinking about the past boyfriend or the ex-husband or the drunk husband or, whatever you're thinking about, the lack of business, whatever. No, you just start making it up. And so you make it up. We get to, everything is made up. Like, think of the laws. All the laws, they're all made up. Okay, everything's made up. And so you get to make up, though, you're the life. And here's something to just resonate with, is that, and to write down, I am the creator of my life. Oh my God. I'm the creator. I didn't say, hey, once this happens, once I get enough money, then it'll be okay. No, I'm the creator. I have plenty of money. And money flows to me now easily and consistently. I love that. I love having more business. I love laughing more. I love smiling more. All you have to actually do is feel good, and you'll have everything that you want. Yeah. Yeah, so our current physical manifestations are from past energy. Exactly. Everything is from past energy. And so we have to take the credit for everything in our lives. Okay. Wanted or unwanted, but it doesn't matter. I don't care what happened in the
All
past.
good.
Yeah, what I care about is what I'm thinking right now, because that is going to bring me the bright future that I asked for. Yeah. So great. So in this, that, mankind that has walked before us, those that have walked before us, they asked and have been asking God for 7 key things. 7 key things. And God, as usual, has answered our prayers, and they're available to us. And they're called what I call archangels. In fact, I just had, we just don't realize how we've been brought up. Like, some people say like, oh, you're not supposed to talk to your angels or whatever, but biblically, I had sent this to Deborah last night on now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Angels watch me through the night and wake me with the morning light. There's a little picture of an angel on top of that there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. That's from the Bible. Now I lay me down to sleep. Yeah. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Angels watch me through the night and wake me with the morning light. And so our angels are real. God has answered on the 7 principal things that man that has walked before us have asked for. And one of those is for us to be better communicators. And so God has answered that with Archangel Gabriel. And Gabriel has a beautiful white light energy and angel dust that we can call upon to become angels of communication. And all we have to do is ask, is invite, evoke the angels in, the archangels in, anything that we want in. And so in this case, we're going to invite the angel of communication, the archangel of communication, to help us be now angels of communication. So I invite you to now just relax, become at ease. The meek shall inherit the earth, and we become meek now. We close our eyes, and it's easier to go within the kingdom within us. I want you now to breathe in deeply. Breath. Breath is spirit, biblically means breath. So breathe in spirit. All the way down to your toes. And now just relax and let out that breath. And it's 5 seconds in. And 5 seconds out. And just say to yourself, at ease, and just become so comfortable, so relaxed, so at ease. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just call forth peace now. Have peace flow through your body, through your mind, through your emotions. And we now call forth Archangel Gabriel, the angel of communication. We call forth your white light, your white energy, and your white angel dust. We start at the top of our head and we open up the crown of our head and allow this white, creamy light blow into our thoughts, angel of communication. That's who we are. And now angelic emotions flow into your feelings. Feeling so white and divine and light. Oh, light as a feather, light as an angel's feather. Breathe in deeply. And breathe out. And allow that white light now, that white energy, that white angel dust now to just flow into your body. Flow into your eyes, relax your eyes, feel the light, feel your mind expanding, feeling so good, so divine, so pure. Your feelings, your emotions are so pure now. Relaxation and purity flowing down your body now, down your waist, down your legs. Feeling so free, feeling so loved. And Archangel Gabriel, guide us to be the angel of communication. And you all now receive and understand the communication from all beings. And you have the answers and solutions for those communications to you, where you understand where they are coming from. You understand what they want. You have the perfect answers and the perfect solutions because you have the perfect understanding now on where these beings, whether they be human beings or divine beings, we now communicate to you and you receive this communication perfectly from all. And it touches your mind, this communication from others and us from the divine. It touches your heart, your soul. You feel so good, so confident, so sure, so brilliant, knowing what they're communicating to you. And when you respond, you now become an angel of communication. Your response is a perfect understanding, the perfect solutions and answers. Your vibration is just perfect to where it is accepted purely and fully by others. And your vibration is perfect. Your thoughts are perfect. The answers with the words. You just love how good you feel as you understand now that you have the perfect body language, the perfect tone of voice. And when you communicate back as an angel of communication now, that people not only listen, but they hear you, that the divine hears you, that you touch their and our minds, our souls. You touch their hearts in such a meaningful and beautiful way, and your communication is so eloquent and so perfect. And those words just flow out, your thoughts, your energy, everything just flows to them in such a majestic, beautiful tapestry of love and understanding and solutions. And it's so perfect that you touch them, and you touch them in every cell of their body, every thought, every emotion that they have. And together you rise up You're feeling better as you respond to them, as you communicate in this delightful, beautiful, divine way. And it raises both you and those you communicate with now. And it raises us up, walking down our lighted path, down the corridor of joy, with the doors of abundance opening wide, with their dreams coming true, your dreams coming true, and everything just so playing out perfectly in such a wonderful way, just skipping down this lighted path, hand in hand with those that you communicate with now, in every telephone call, in every look, in every conversation, in every hug. You're divine, you're love, you're pure understanding, you're joy, you're at peace. When you speak, we all listen. You are divine, angelic. And in this silence, we now speak to you. And we now send you the vibration of this white light and energy, an angel dust of mind that now flows into you in your silence. And this is now done. My angels of communication, we love you so and are with you always. And this is now done. Amen. Breathe in. And breathe out. I now invite you back into the room, back into your chair, back into your divine life. And you are now an angel of communication. And open up your eyes and welcome this beautiful life forevermore. It's funny, I remember it was Yvette's first time on last time, and I didn't know, but she was at a public place. And so she didn't know what to expect on these calls. And so when we started to go into our meditation and into the divine, she's like looking around, there's all these people. She's in a public place and thinking, oh my God. And so I think you must have moved a bit because I saw you were really into it and didn't have to be
No,
concerned.
yeah, I came back to my apartment.
Yeah, that's great. Beautiful. Wonderful. Did you enjoy that, Yvette? Did you enjoy
I
that?
sure did.
Yeah,
Thank you.
isn't it beautiful? See, and we can all we need to do is feel good. And right now, because when we feel good, it raises our vibration and it takes us to being aligned at one with God, with Christ, with all that is. And because that's where God is in joy. And when we go there, then the heavens part and all of our desires, all of our dreams start flowing into our experience. And it's just that easy. And we each have the power in this red hot moment to feel good. And all you have to do is ask, I just want to feel better. And you will. and more will come to you, as it already is. And hang on to the ride of your life. Woo! So, other thoughts, comments? Yes, Steve.
I saw that creamy white light that you were talking about. That was good stuff.
You saw what?
The creamy white light.
Ah,
It was good stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
It's still in here somewhere.
Yeah. No, it's still in here. Yeah, that's where it is. That it's always been there too. And that's the beauty, is that the kingdom is within us. And we keep on looking at the outside world. We got to manipulate it and do stuff. And we don't need to do any of that. We just need to manage our inside world, how we think and how we feel. And you bring up a great point, Stephen, is when you can see it in your mind's eye, when you can feel it, like that white liquid, divine energy that's flowing right now in our bodies, and being angels of communication, that's all we need. It's there. It was implanted into us even more now. Right. And we became more awakened and more aware of this now. And it's like, oh, I can call on all these resources,
Right. I forget that.
Yeah. We have all these resources. And last week, Raphael, for health, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we can have that. Week before that, Michael, angel of manifestation. We want to create stuff. Yeah, we want our dreams to come true. And there's nothing more than God wants for your dreams to come true. Who's in the way? What's stopping this? It's the committee. It's that little chattering mind, and it's our beliefs that don't serve us. That people telling us, when we don't talk to strangers. None of us are strangers.
Right.
We're all connected. We've all been together. This is just another rodeo show, baby. And so it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna, and the beauty is, you don't have to dig up any of that stuff. It doesn't matter what your current beliefs are. What matters is, what are you going to believe now? And hey, I believe in the divine. I believe in Archangel Gabriel. I believe that I am an angel of communication. And you'll see, you'll talk, and the committee can be saying, oh, I can't believe you said that, or whatever. And people are saying, like, wow, that's just amazing. Thank you. You're thinking like, wow, really? Yeah. So even when your committee gets in the way, that, Archangel Gabriel's still there helping you be the angel of communication. So we can have it all, folks. And isn't that great to know?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So other
Dr.
thoughts?
Payne? Well,
Yes.
I just want to say something. This is my first time on this call, and just on a different schedule right now, figuring everything out. I always wanted to. Robin would invite me on this, and it's lovely, by the way.
Oh.
But one of my goals, and it's always been a goal of mine, is to be a better communicator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I have it's something I've always worked on. It was probably a gift when I was little, and I do MC now, and I do other things. And lately, just with things, I need to be assertive. So I put out in one of my goals that I need to communicate more assertively with facts. And this is what I do on the side.
Yeah.
And today I did that, and I asked for my angels to come in. Because I've heard you on other things, just ask Gabriel specifically, and I do believe in angels.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it came out, but it did. I was assertive. I was bullet point. I was nervous before I went in, and I don't even know where the information came. So I want to thank you for this, because I was still a little uneasy, and this is just at 10:30 this morning. And now I'm full force confident that what I said was real.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is real, Nancy. And the other thing is, thank yourself, really pat yourself on the back, because the one Master Heart family, the first one that you decided to come to, it had the communication with Gabriel.
Right.
It's like, You created that, girl.
I know, and I'm not going back to what I said. Like I went to Deb's meeting this morning, you were on and I'm still holding it in. No, don't go back. You're okay. You said you needed to say what you said, but I was like, I don't even know how I came up with it, but I did it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, it's great. See, we don't have to even think about the words. They'll just come. But you have to have true faith and belief in God. And that, hey, I didn't prepare anything for this, today, other than Gabrielle told me on Saturday, hey, it's my turn. You need to call upon me
My
today.
turn.
All right.
Love it.
And so it's like, cool, because I know they know way better than I could ever figure out. Okay, my little committee trying to figure out this stuff. My job isn't to figure out it. My job is to understand what I want and why I want it. And so you were beautiful, Nancy. You decided, hey, this is what I want. And then you called on your resources and you became an assertive communicator. And that, yeah, you spoke up and the words come out of nowhere. I mean, stuff that comes out of my mouth, really, sometimes I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this is brilliant. That's why I text a lot of you. I text, these are just thoughts that come to me. And whoever I text, some people think like it's some electronic texting or whatever. First of all, I don't get into any of that stuff. This is all intimate, okay? And that's why your name is on it. It's not some electronic program. I'm the electronic program, if you will. And it's because I love you and I want to share that with you. And I had a divine thought and to give that to you to uplift you because it uplifted me, and it's like, this is just what a rocking life. What a fun life. We don't have to do anything anymore. We don't have to do the shoulds. We just need to ask for it and then allow it in. And then it'll flow in like so many of you have done. And I love you so much. And with that, Joey's going to start. Yeah. Are you ready? We like to laugh and have more fun. We like
to laugh
and have more fun.
sing like kids, for we are the chosen ones.
For
we
are the
chosen
ones.
Creating with heart is our new game.
Creating with
heart is our new game.
Communication is our middle name.
Communication is our middle name.
Being angelic is our divine right. Being
Angelic is our divine right.
By being guided by Gabriel's light.
By being guided by Gabriel's light.
Sound off the Master Heart family.
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 Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, there we go. We're off to the best week ever. I love you all. Know that everything that you want is coming your way. Have a great week. Let me know how I can help. Love you all.
Bye. Love you guys.
Love you bunches. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Dr. Hank.